Welcome back to Trading Wars. Today I'm going to be doing a recap for Monday, December 21st of the price action and the trading setups that played out in the futures ES SPY market. So if you're ready, let's step into the war zone. So the first thing, like every other day, is we need to draw the previous day's low and high. So I have them drawn over here from Friday, and then we have to identify where we're going to open. So we were opening clearly below the previous day's low and high, and because of that, I was expecting to have some momentum since we were gapping down outside of the range. So the first thing, the first setup that happened on the day was we had this ORB. So I'm gonna be sharing the recaps that I provide on Twitter here. So every day I post a plan for the day, the opportunities that I'm seeing day trading, as well as a recap with all the setups. And the first setup that we had was this opening range breakout. And we had a little pop here with the opening range breakout, but it didn't really become anything massive. But still, if you're using options or if your risk was very tight, you could have been able to scalp a little bit on this play, but nothing significant. So the first real setup that happens on the day is if we take the Fibonacci from the previous day's close down to the low of the open, we can see that we retraced exactly to the 382 and we put in a nice basically engulfing bear bar. And from there, we had a nice push down. So this was an easy 2 to 3 times your money down here. And this level had a confluence on the higher time frames, which I'll talk about after. Okay, so that was the first nice push down, was at 382. And that setup comes from my book. So please get a copy of that if you don't have one already. It explains how to trade the gaps and the fibs. The next setup that we had here was because of that push down, we had this minor Fibonacci retracement leg. So we had this push down, we had this push back to the 50 here with these wicks. We tested this zone twice, so you could clearly see a candlestick confirmation here that we were rejecting once, twice, and you could have taken this short here, stop up here for another 2 times your risk as well. So those are very simple, very straightforward opportunities. Now, as we go down lower in the day, this level down here is actually a very important level. This level over here is actually the 618 of the Fibonacci on the hourly chart. So if we go to the hourly chart here, and I'm going to draw this together with you. So what we had is this exact wick is this low over here. And that's not a coincidence. It's because of the algorithms front running this Fibonacci at the 618. Anticipating that the market is going to go higher, right? So we draw the Fibonacci from the low to the high. You could see we tag the 618 right here, basically to the tick, and that was where this low was. So this is what I also call time frame alignment, using the Fibonacci from the higher time frames to give us areas of support and resistance on the lower time frames. And there was, that's also in my book as well. And even if we we're going to wait and be conservative here, we also had a nice inside bar pattern here at the lows. So if you were really, really confident that the market was going to go long, you could have taken this inside bar breakout, and then that was just a huge run into the close. The other opportunity was if we take the fib from the low to the high. This is what I call the opposing leg. You can see that we touched the 618 once and then we ripped. So we had a 618 on the higher time frame, a 618 in the lower time frame, as above, so below, and it's pretty picture perfect here for Fibonacci traders. Okay, so I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. I don't want to make these videos too long. The last thing that I'm going to talk about briefly is how you could have traded the hourly chart. Well, we knew coming in, so this short, I called it out on my Sunday live stream, and I said because we failed to make a new high and we got reversed on very quickly, that we could have a pretty big sell-off, and that's exactly what happened. So congratulations to anyone that followed along with that plan. We had so many relevant plays there. We could have taken the opening range breakout. We had an inside bar short here. We had a Fibonacci extension. So check out my other videos that I did with the live stream for information on that. In terms of the short leg, so we talked about the long leg already. So the short leg, this was the open here. So this is the first bar, and you can see we're in this 50 to 618 zone. We had some rejection, and that was actually what we see over here. So this is what I mean by using time frame alignment. We know this area is an area of resistance. We come down to this lower time frame, we get a confirmation with a nice engulfing pattern short, and that worked out as well. So all in all, a very reasonable day. for both sides. The longs, you just have to be a little bit patient and use the higher time frames to find your areas of support. And the shorts had great opportunities right off at the open. Okay, so thanks for listening along here. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and sign up for my Twitter. Follow me for these free plans. And if you're interested more on the fibs and you want more information on that, please check out my website. And actually, the last setup before I forget, on the 15-minute chart, this was something straight from my inside bar system. We had a 15-minute short bar right here, and that traded for 2 to 3 times its risk. So that was also a very, very clean setup. Okay. And if you want more on the inside bars, again, check out my website. All right. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day.